Yo, what's going down, everyone? My name is Potato, and today we got episode 3 of Gun vs. Gun. Today we're going to be doing the AN-94 versus the Modern Warfare 3 AK-47. So I had a pretty difficult time choosing which one to do, and I just stayed with the MW3 because they look eerie similar, and they have some pretty cool stats, and I'm not sure if the AK and the AN-94 are related, but I'm no gun expert, so you'll probably have to tell me down in the comments. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it, and remember my MW3 disc doesn't work, so I'm going to go ahead and have to cover the MW3 one just with AN-94 gameplay. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. Starting out with the AN-94, let's go ahead and quickly go over the best possible class setup in my opinion. Firstly, I think this gun looks pretty badass with the golden camo, probably better than the other ones in the game. But anyways, I would highly recommend using the attachments to extended mags, because myself, I tend to run out of ammo very quickly with this gun. But if you're a person that uses scavenger instead of toughness, definitely advise you to get rid of the extended mags and try out the red dot sight, because if you're not a fan of the iron sights, which I don't see how you couldn't. The iron sights on this gun are amazing. I don't think we've ever seen a gun with iron sights like this in a Call of Duty game with the little square sight at the end. I'm not sure what the technical name for it is, but I like that. And try it out if you're not a big fan of those. Red dot's pretty good on this gun. Also, I like to use foregrip to reduce some of the kick and recoil the gun has. And a good tip to take into consideration when using this weapon is burst fire the hell out of it. I can't stress that enough, because when you burst fire this gun, it tends to reduce every bit of kick and recoil the gun has, and that's on top of foregrip. So let's go ahead and jump into some of the more important stuff and stats on this gun. Now, the AN-94 is unlocked at level 55. That's the last level in Black Ops 2 that you can do before you prestige. So try out the gun at level 55 if you haven't, and if you like it, most definitely carry it over. That's what I did, and I think the gun is pretty good in small to medium range situations, being a 3-hit kill anywhere in the mid-range category above the upper stomach and up. That's going to be a 3-hit kill. Now, at long distances, the gun's damage drops off tremendously, taking about 5 hits to kill, or if they're all headshots, or if 4 of the 5 are headshots, it'll be a 4-hit kill. Now, the gun's damage comes in at 40 to 24. This gun is a bit different than the others because of the rate of fire. It's pretty cool in this gun because the first 2 bullets you fire on this gun fire at 1200 rounds per minute. Then after that, continuous fire, it drops off to 600 rounds per minute. And because of this ability, I would not recommend using the select fire attachment, but you know, that's just my preferences. Now, the normal reload time on this gun is about 2 seconds, and I really like the way this gun reloads. It reminds me of the FAL from MW2, and I can't remember some of the other guns, but it kicks the bullet or the mag out and puts it in, and I think that's pretty cool. But lastly, the magazine size is 30 rounds and 40 with extended mags. As I stated earlier, I like to run extended mags because I run out of ammo very quickly, and I don't use scavenger, I use toughness, so it's all based on preferences, I guess. But overall, I really enjoy this gun. But I've always been a big fan of the AK-47, and I'm really going to miss that. But let's go ahead and flip back to MW3. Now, the MW3 AK-47 is unlocked at level 68, and that's the second to last assault rifle in the game. The gun has the highest damage of all the assault rifles, coming in at 49 to 25. But even with the highest damage, it still takes the same amount of bullets to kill. Now, my favorite setup on this gun is the silencer, and I've always felt that the AK-47 needs silencer and extended mags, because without extended mags, I eat right through ammo and die a couple off a kill streak every time because I don't have any left. Now, I've used this setup on every single AK and every single COD, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4. I've always used the AK with extended mags and silencer, and it just doesn't feel like the AK without it. So that's just my opinion. Yours may change. You guys may use something better, and you do well with that and not well with what I use. But the gun's rate of fire is 689 RPM, and that's relatively low, and making the gun not so great for close-quartered situations. I would recommend burst firing this gun when you're in medium to long-range engagements, and use this gun when you have long lines of sight, because you're guaranteed to win the gunfight. Now, although this gun does have the longest 3-shot kill range of any assault rifle in the game, the reload time on the gun is about 3 seconds, so I would recommend using the perk sleight of hand. Or if you don't feel you need sleight of hand, use scavenger if you don't like to use extended mags. You know, it all fluctuates. And lastly, the magazine size is 30 rounds and 45 with extended mags. And like I said, since I run out of ammo quickly, I like to use extended mags. And since I don't use scavenger, that's why I'm a big fan of it. So overall, I like this AK, but nothing will ever beat out the Modern Warfare 2 AK in my opinion. That's going to be the best AK ever. So that pretty much sums up all of that. Down in the comments, you guys got to let me know, what gun do you think is better, the AN-94 or the AK-47? Like I said, I'm no gun expert, so I don't know the difference between the two. They could be related or not, I don't know. But down in the comments also, leave some suggestions for next week's episode, and I'm going to take the most voted comment and I'll put that in next week's episode. So if you guys enjoy, like I said, please do me a favor by leaving a like, click and subscribe. I got some of the other episodes up here on the screen if you want to check those out also. But one more thing, if you could follow me on Twitter, man, I want to break 200 followers. I have about 150, so if we could break 200, that'd be pretty cool. So we're also zeroing in on 5,000 subscribers.